Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading, and I just realised I didn't get the cards out of the boxes, so we'll talk for a moment. Okay, firstly a reminder that we have a platform event. The Psychic Pin-Up and I have a platform event on the 1st of August. This will be done by Zoom, so you can join us anywhere in the world, time permitting. I'm really looking forward to that, very excited about that journey. And we also have an event in Goulburn if you're living in that area, and that will be, I think it's around about the middle of August, but I'll double check the dates. They are on my Facebook page if you are wanting to see, or you live in that area and you want to come and join us for a platform event. Yesterday somebody wrote on my Facebook page, and because I read all the comments about lack and not understanding lack. And I guess to put it in simple terms, if you believe you can't, then you never will. So what lack means is that you're in an energy of believing you can't get something, attain something, find something for yourself. And when you're in that energy, that is a lack energy. So for example, I'll never get a job, I'll never find a person to love, I'll never be able to move, I'll never find the house I'm looking for. And if you're in that sort of mindset, all the universe hears is that you're not finding that. So you just get more of what you're trying to invest in. And what I say to people is you've got to change your language, or be the observer of your own language. If you hear yourself saying something, stop for a moment and ask yourself, is that what you want? Is it what I want? Is what I'm saying, thinking, putting out to the world what I want, or actually do I need to change it round? Like, I will be living in my house shortly, or I'm already living in my dream home. And that way the universe will work on manifesting that for you. So I guess the simplest way to explain it is, if you don't believe you can have it, then you're never going to have it. I just remember that guy. There's a story around the guy who broke the 5-minute mile, and of course many people have done it since. But there's a story around that. I'll see if I can pull it out, because I think it would be really valuable for some people to hear. I think that's the story I'm thinking about. The other thing that I get asked about is codependency, and codependency is another thing that's not the easiest thing to explain, but in simple terms it's putting someone else's needs above your own, or believing that other people deserve more than you. It's putting people on a pedestal. It's about believing that somebody can fulfill your dreams and expectations. Or it can be about, I can't do without this person. I don't love them, I might dislike them, but I can't live without them. So all of those are around codependency. I've noticed it a lot lately with people who are willing to settle for relationships that are totally unfulfilling, and I think you're only here once, you only get an opportunity to do it right the first time. If you're living in a situation or a relationship that is not what you want, you can leave. I don't know why people get in that lack mindset of, I can't have love. Sometimes it can be abuse from that particular relationship, so your partner may have you gaslit, or in an energy of not believing you can find something else. Believe me, it's very possible. So again, if you're not sure about codependency, I strongly suggest you have a look it up. I don't believe that every explanation is straightforward though, but if you want to just give it the basic rub, then all it is about putting other people's needs above your own, or believing you cannot live without that particular person. All right, I hope that's explained it more. Thank you for your comments. I love reading your comments, because I don't always, I channel, the messages just come through and I just put them out there. So sometimes I can hear myself saying something and feel like I need to break it down a little bit. But a lot of the time, once I've finished a reading, I don't remember what I've said. I'm not the only, if you ask any psychic medium, they'll all say the same thing, because you're so busy channeling the messages coming through so you don't miss anything. Anyway, let's get into your reading. So I hope that helped a couple of people out who asked about those things. I just remembered the little, is it the little red train? With the, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. don't you think either? Or try. Be like Yoda. There is no try, only do. All right. We are using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot for your reading. I dug out a few of my favourite decks for today. So let's see what's going on in the world of the What's Cracking. The other thing I just want to mention, which I think is really beautiful, I love it. A few people have written to me over the last week and said how I've inspired them to move on to their own journey of tarot reading, having their own channels, and doing what they love to do. And I guess that's really why I feel that I'm here. It's part of my journey to support you, to help you move forward, to encourage you on your journey. I'm here to teach you how to love yourself and how to give yourself the best possible opportunities. That's what I do. All right, let's get into it. So we have the Magician coming up. So what a beautiful energy to start the day with. The Magician is the master manifester. This is a person who can create from what they want. This is what we are learning to do, is learning to bring in those things that we want to have in our lives, on our paths. It's about putting out to the universe what you want and having it return to you tenfold. Now, not all of us have known about this energy. A lot of us have learned through our raising of our own vibrations, our understanding the journey. Manifestation comes as a part of that. Now, it's really interesting energy because as a kid I can remember manifesting so easily, and sometimes I used to surprise myself. Like I would say something and then I'd walk around the corner and there it would be. So I was able to do it as a child, but then I guess as you get older your ego starts to take on the you can't do it, and then you find that it's very hard to manifest. So when you're in the Magician energy, you're vibrating high. This is a person ready to start a new journey, understanding that this time they can make sure that they bring in what they want. So trying to manifest something here. Nine of Pentacles, beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles is about feeling fine. It's for having your affairs in order, having enough money in the bank, feeling comfortable in your own skin. It's very much about feeling empowered and ready and able. So that would not surprise me to see those two cards together, because whatever you're doing here, you are reaching a place in yourself where you're going to be able to manifest what you want. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The King of Pentacles is an energy of stability. The King of Pentacles does like his, financial stability. He does focus a little bit on his own money and own resources. But he also represents the husband, the breadwinner, the provider of a family. It doesn't necessarily mean male, it is the masculine energy. And the masculine energy is about providing. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Look, you could be trying to manifest a husband here. Let's face it. But I feel like for many of you, this is about manifestation of stability, comfort, and financial security here. All right, High Priestess coming through. There is something coming towards that you don't see yet. All right. There is something here that you're not seeing yet. It's really interesting because sometimes your gut feeling will tell you something that you cannot actually see, but you can feel it. Some of you may be feeling somebody around you already. You may be sensing that somebody is coming towards you here. I guess we've all had that energy where we feel like somebody's about to walk through the front door and it's sort of like there is nobody to walk through the front door. Why do I have that feeling somebody's coming home? But it is that energy with the High Priestess of not really knowing, but feeling it in your bones here. There's some sort of cycle closing out here. We have the Temperance card. We see the Temperance card a lot lately. There is something closing out here. You're achieving some sort of energy of feeling definitely in place in the universe, definitely on track, on your path. I know somebody else was talking to me yesterday about having visions of the future and what they wanted to do in the future. So I feel like a lot of people starting to really feel their destiny or their life path. It's sort of coming around. With this closing out of a cycle with the Ten of Wands, sometimes it can be putting down a burden, some sort of burden of your past. It could be that you have left somebody behind here in order to rebuild. But I see you getting back in balance here and getting ready for the next stage. I almost feel this is preparation here. But the Temperance is high vibrating energy. It's about divine timing. So it's very much the energy is right for you to move forward. There is some sort of offer coming in here. Okay, all right. So we have some sort of offer coming towards you here. Now, this Four of Cups is a card that talks about being bored of what you've been given. I do see in this particular deck, and I always wonder why the Spirit leads me to a particular deck. There's one cup behind him. So it's not being offered. It's like you're not seeing this offer coming through. So it's in the traditional card, you see the person not taking the cup. In this one, they haven't seen that cup. Something is coming as a beautiful gift from the universe. But I feel like here, as I did with the other cards, it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody who's coming in to offer you perhaps something long term here. I feel here though you've manifested something. All right, let's get into the reading and see where it's going. I feel like you've manifested a dream here. The Hanged Man. This is an interesting deck, isn't it, really? Because the Hanged Man is not upside down in this deck. He's still hanging. Still hanging around. The Hanged Man talks about seeing things from a different perspective. And maybe that's the burden you're putting down here. Maybe you're learning to see something in a very different way. Something that you were only seeing one way to start with. I feel like the Hanged Man's asking you to open yourself up to something new or something different that you haven't thought about before. I really see the shroud on this one, and I feel like whatever it is, you're really in the dark about something. Something is happening behind the scenes here that you're not seeing. And I feel because of that, you're being asked. It's sort of like you're being asked once the mask's removed. Maybe you're dropping a mask. Once the mask's removed, you'll see things in a completely different light. I feel like you're being freed from something here. You're being freed by something. You're moving some sort of mask aside. You're seeing through something that you never saw before, but you're seeing something in a very different way this time. All right, let's have a look at what this is. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups coming through with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like some sort of soul contract is being fulfilled here. I feel like you've created something with the universe here. So your creation here, your manifestation, I feel like with the Hanged Man, is maybe now you're removing the mask to see what is possible. So maybe you've had the mask on for a little while, not believing you could have something, but it's like you're taking that mask off and you're seeing things from a different perspective, and you realize now you can have what you've wanted, and you could all along, but you were shrouded behind some sort of idea or way of thinking that said to you you couldn't have what you want. I feel like you're getting some sort of offer here from somebody, and it could be a love offer here. I feel a really strong sense here of you understanding that you have been creating something here, but you've not been seeing the results with that Hanged Man. So it's like because you weren't seeing results, you were believing that it wasn't happening. That's the faith and trust that we are always asked to have. But if you're hidden behind something, hiding, believing that it can't happen, then that is your way of thinking, I guess. But I feel like you're removing this mask here. There's definitely co-creation going on here. Somebody wants to invest in you here. I feel that they've seen or recognized, maybe they too have removed this shroud. Maybe they too are understanding there's a soul contract here, something that you are tied together in. And maybe they weren't able to see it before. So I could be talking to both people here. But there's definitely some sort of energy of somebody making an offer here. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands coming through. Very similar energies to what we've been getting. The Lover's card. I was going to say the Two of Cups then, but it's the Lover's card. Okay, with the Page of Wands. Somebody has not given up on something here. I feel like here, now I've got the Lover's card, that somebody is recognizing that you have this connection, this soul contract. They're recognizing that energy now. And I feel like there's communication coming through here with this Page of Wands card. It might only be, because it is only a page, and it might only be that this person is telling you that they've recognized that you have a connection. But I feel like they want to invest in something now. Something that perhaps both of you have never given up on. Maybe you've always sort of felt this connection, but maybe your person has never really understood the connection. Or maybe with the Seven of Wands has even denied the connection exists. Because a lot of people, when they get into situations and they flee because they can't handle love, or they've never experienced love before. And again, back to codependency, because a lot of people have only experienced codependency and attachment. And there's a big difference. But perhaps this person has let down their guard here with this Seven of Wands. They're not fighting it anymore. All right, so we have, there's a big transformation happening here. I love these cards, but they're still, their little edges on them are going. So the Four of Wands here. The Four of Wands is a card of stability. It's a card of long-term commitment. It is a card of twin flames. And it's a card of two people joining together in some sort of commitment here. So there's a lot of energy of that in this reading. Two people coming together, realizing the connection, wanting to sort of seal the deal here. All right, what's the last card? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. Definitely communication coming through. I always think in this particular deck, look at the size of her sword. So I feel like there's a really big truth coming towards you here. A really big truth. Somebody is ready to open up. I feel like this person is opening up about understanding the connection, understanding the soul contract between the two of you. All right, let's have a look. All right, so we have the Magician. So you've manifested something here. You've manifested by being in your highest version of yourself, feeling very, very good with where you are, feeling very grateful of that surrounds you, and that will put you in your highest vibration. That puts you into the Temperance energy. We have a King of Pentacles coming through. I feel like something's coming towards you that you haven't seen. Somebody is putting down some sort of burden here because you're in that divine timing energy now. There is some sort of offer coming through here, but I feel like somebody cannot see it yet. So it isn't really right on your doorstep. Look at this. So you could be a Cancer dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sag or Aries. You could be a fire sign dealing with a water sign. You could be somebody who has a combination of these things dominantly in your chart. Somebody has something to say here. Somebody has something to express. There's not this energy of overwhelming love. There's not the energy here of, an outpouring of love. But there is an energy here of almost acknowledging something after something has been removed or somebody has awoken. Definitely. But there definitely is this feeling of wanting to open up, wanting to talk about the connection. So maybe this person is coming forward to sort of talk about this strong bond you have between you. I do see an offer of love, but it doesn't feel like somebody outpouring feelings. It's, to me, somebody really trying to suss out whether you feel the same way. Maybe that's why they're trying to work this out. There's been some sort of transformation in whoever I'm speaking to here. And I feel like it's almost like this feeling of curiosity. Do you feel the same way? What are you feeling? What does this mean to you? That type of thing. So maybe this person is getting in touch with you just to suss you out. Let's just have a look at this Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. The Magician is back with the Four of Swords. Yet I feel like this person feels like they're feeling it alone here. There is a real strong feeling with this Eight of Swords that this person is feeling like they're doing it themselves. They're not really understanding that. They want to suss out why they're feeling this way. So I feel like they understand the feelings, they understand what's happening here, but they're not really sure whether you're feeling the same way here. And I feel that's really starting to sort of worry them or stress them out. They may have an understanding that they've manifested something, but again, it's like this energy of I manifested something and the other person doesn't feel the same. They're not quite understanding, even though the connection's there, they're not quite understanding the connection. I feel like this person's probably still in some sort of healing stage here. They haven't quite got to the point where they're understanding yet, but they may be seeking out information from you so that they can understand it better. Nope. Oh, there it is, the arrow. Okay. I've seen this card a little bit lately. So let's have a look what it says for you. Receiving the symbol reminds you that when you're in alignment with your heart and soul, you're on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. Wow. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. When the arrow zings through the air, it is inviting you to pay attention and signifying that you are about to make your mark in some aspect of your life. It illuminates the moment of contact when you know that your desires and intentions have travelled on the wind and landed in the perfect place for your highest good. Trust that your job is relaxed yet focused. Trust that your job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping your eye on the prize, yet releasing your intention with full expectation that it will land as it's supposed to. Don't worry about the how or the exact form. This is not a time to interfere with the manner in which the arrow flies. It will make its mark and you will have cause to celebrate. So I feel like here, your manifestations here, you've hit the prize, your manifestations have hit the prize of where you want to go. Now you just have to trust that it will unfold in the way it's meant to. All right, I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.